It seems, dear one, that it's of the utmost blessedness, very probably. When you receive an idea, a thought that you think is important, helpful, beneficial, a blessing potentially to others, to yourself probably too. Don't be biased against yourself in all humility and, don't do that. When this thought comes to you, at the earliest, which is now typically, stop. Record it. Write it down or record it, that you don't lose it. So important. Don't just think, you're not important, your contribution's not important. It's not your contribution, it's coming from God, highly likely. You didn't call it to mind, God puts it in your mind. Oh, perhaps I should record it. Find out by starting. And if it comes into something wonderful, you'll know, you'll get the confirmation. If not, well, okay, you can throw it away, probably nothing's lost. But I'm not sure you'll ever find it's not. It's as if God always comes to honour your efforts. He's a great encourager, you see. And it rubs off on us. We want to be encouragers, don't we? What was I so swept up in myself about with the last recording above here? This one directly before this one that I'm recording now. Was that I want to be an encouragement, a blessing, a help, a benefit. And that this was here, I think, instilled into me from Mum from very early on. A compassion for the poor. She came from the poor. Beautiful she was, but in material goods, my goodness, they were poor. Holes in the shoes and everything hand-me-down from the other kids, and a violent home, given Dad drank. Ah, goodness, poverty, hardship. And it's in our society. We're not talking about darkest India, We're talking about England. Okay, it was a few years ago, wasn't it? Mum was born 1919. Don't suppose it was better during the Depression years, not really. 30s and so on. Oh, who knows? But to the point. If you think God may be speaking to you, get to it fast. That's your priority, love. I mean, unless there's something very clear that you must do first, but it's a priority with you. You'll be so blessed by honouring that. Keep it in mind, love. I was slow to get myself together, wasn't I, this morning at 1:30 or whatever it was, after 1 o'clock. And, I did what helped instead. I didn't have something. Well, I thought I might have something with Plato's Pure Forms, but I thought it was a bit philosophical and not particularly necessarily a blessing, to us. So I was cautious and not quite galvanized yet. So I did what would galvanize me. I did the Kriya. And of course I say of course, but it seems that was the right way to go too. The result was very good. And you don't have to think of it in terms of whether you're being humble or not when you do something good. It's when God does something good through you. Of course. We couldn't even exist but for him. We're not taking the glory. He may choose to glorify us. Well, okay. We don't own to glorifying ourselves anyway. We may be misunderstood. But I don't think we're misunderstood by those that love and care for us. Isn't that lovely? You don't get misunderstood by those that love you. Be cautious of those that misunderstand you, dear one. They may just be among those that don't really love you. Not quite the best company. Got it? I mean, sure, if they're in need and they ask for help, you come to their rescue. But don't make yourself a target. I don't want my kids to get hurt. How much more your Heavenly Father doesn't want your harm. I mean, be reasonable, dear one. You tell your kids, take care, love. How much more is He wanting that of you, that you take care? There's nothing you have to do or achieve. The parents see to it that the environment and the life you have will bring you to the fullness of adulthood. How much more our Heavenly Dad, in His love and care of us, His children. It's simple logic, isn't it? Undeniable. Hang on, I thought you said there's always uncertainty, Marshall. Okay. Well, I choose to believe this. There you are, I've got you. I don't know, you're right, but I choose to believe it. And I think you'll find such choice is a great blessing to you. Gotcha. I'm a master of words, you see, said he in complete lack of humility. Well, I can rephrase it. The Lord comes to my rescue so often in argument with some amazing truths, some amazing comments. And so I seem to the world to be a master of words, but it's in fact the love of God in us that's transformed our whole being by what we have access to of His thoughts. This is His response to us, His love of us, that He opens His mind to us that we may come to know Him better. And this is life eternal, to know Thee, the only true God, and the way. And Jesus is in the Jesus story, personifying the way. Nothing new here, dear one. You knew this already. Thank you, Heavenly Dad. Oh, do I need to add, dear one, that poverty in any age, in any society is bad. We reckon we got over 10,000 people living in their cars in New Zealand. What about those that can't afford to keep a car on the road? Because it has to be warranted, tested and taxed and so on, and repaired, therefore, the cost. You tried living in a night shelter? It's damn dangerous. You get attacked. You don't have to be a woman to be attacked in a night shelter, It's an awful society at some levels. Well, many levels, I'm afraid. Don't want to dwell on the bad, but don't dismiss, the poor are really okay. They are not. And if you have the good fortune to experience being poor at some time, you'll know it. Change your whole view, and how you treasure those that are kind to you in such circumstances. And they're very often other poor people themselves. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for compassion, your loving kindness in us. Why? Because you've made us your children in your likeness, by your grace and love and kindness, and by your need. You want lovely company. How lovely. We are it. You might not think you're very adorable yet. You're rather lacking. Well, kids are. Do you not love your child because they're lacking? No way. Well, how much more God therefore delights in you? We are his children, his treasure. Know this in your heart, dear one. You will conquer all by the love of God that is in you. Thank you, Heavenly Dad. And again, you see, dear one, I thought I shouldn't add another note to this. It's too, I think perhaps I should. And what do I find? I most certainly should have done, and by the grace of God I did. Thank you, Heavenly Dad.